Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike is set. 19, 54. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Now, go.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check, walk 54, walk 54.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Let's go, D. Man left. You got three down.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Texans' 42-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins now. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's able to find Diggs. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Keep playing.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. Throwing, Cousins. And now look at him go. The 40, 20, 10, and he will score. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation, turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second down now, it's Cook. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
50 hard. Ready. Watch the screen. Pass.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They run again on first down. Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Cousins gives way to Cook. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, this is Madison. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just
and the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Cousins under pressure again, and down he goes again. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing is Cousins, and he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Good set. 19. 59.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 59 is Mike.
First thing.
Check, 59. Hayward.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Time
to go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Alert. Down coming.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Linval Joseph in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Watson off play action. It's complete to Fuller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now Bell. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
What we got? First thing. 55.
Under 10.
And no time now.
54 is Mike. Check.
Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down, Minnesota.
Ready?
50 seconds to Mike. Go. Go.
Cousins now from the 50. He's got Smith here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Here's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. The 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
They'll give this to Bell running right. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back to throw, Watson going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, past the 20, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 82 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. 20, 10, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Let's go.
Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins, he'll find Thielen, work in the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Matt Wild now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, we gotta snap it. We gotta snap it.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. A shotgun snap for Watson. And an alley to run. He's got the first down inside the 10. 23 yards on the tuck and run. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he will have a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Cousins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A rough go there on 3rd down. A loss of 4. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1. Completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, 1st down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. To throw is Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Cousins on 1st down. Complete to right. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Cousins the thrower, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. It's complete to Diggs. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. From the red zone now, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Bell. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And some space here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Gostkowski the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
42, Vikings 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up